The title of our webinar for tonight is Mastering the Virtual Workspace, or Skills and Strategies for Aspiring Virtual Assistants. So I can see here that some of your reasons include, of course, to become a VA, to finally work at home or remotely, and also to know more about virtual assistants, or to know more about the industry itself. So also Maria answered that she got intrigued, or she got curious with the title of the webinar. But it all boils down to us finding a job and to earn money. And at the same time, it's our ultimate goal to experience work and life balance as someone who's working. Okay, so we are going to discuss a couple of things, and that includes the role of a virtual assistant. What does a virtual assistant do? What are the tasks and responsibilities? Next is the skills and tools for success, work and life balance. So the work and life balance includes pointers on how to also enjoy life and at the same time work and being the provider for you and for your family. How to stay updated, especially that for virtual assistants, we are mostly using internet and our equipment. That means that we always need to stay updated. We need to be familiar of the current trends and what's currently in demand in the market. And I will also be discussing the application process, the available positions, and we will be spending at least a couple of minutes by the end of this webinar to answer some of your questions. Okay? Thank you so much, guys. So are we all good? Can you please give me a thumbs up? I know that we're just very few compared to the attendees that we have from the past several webinars, but we'll make this work. And I do believe that the number of audience doesn't really matter, because we would still teach and we will still share the knowledge that we have here in Virtudesk with the people who's also interested. So let's define first what is a virtual assistant. So as you all know, and I know that all of you are already familiar, that a virtual assistant is someone who provides service or professional services to clients, or basically to your boss, which is not located in a physical office. So you're not working in a physical office, you're just working remotely, but the services that you offer includes administrative, technical, or anything that would help not only your client but the business of your client that you're handling. So you will basically operate at home. You're just at home. Actually, it's not permanently at home, because you can work anywhere as long as there's a stable internet and as long as it won't affect any of your outputs or your projects. So you can access anything, almost anything, including planning documents, shared calendars, email, social media accounts, or even personal or confidential information that is included to your tasks as a virtual assistant. So what are the common tasks and responsibilities? First is social media management. So guys, can you give me a heart, guys, if you're familiar with this position, social media management? And give me a thumbs up if you're not familiar with it. All right, so I can see several hearts, which means that majority of you is familiar with this position, and I'm seeing very few thumbs up, which means that you're not familiar with it. So the challenge that I have for you tonight, guys, is if you're going to be reacting a heart, then that means that you need to dig deeper into this particular position. And if you reacted the thumbs up, then that means that you have to know more about it and to learn it, because that means that you're not familiar. All right. So next is graphic designer, graphic designing. Okay, graphic designing, guys. How many of you are familiar with graphic designing? Thumbs up or heart? We would also like to acknowledge those who are watching through our Facebook Live. Thank you so much, guys. Share this so that we can invite more people to join, and we can inspire a lot more applicants to learn and to share this kind of industry to those who need it. Okay, so I can see many hearts. So that means that you're familiar with it. So by this week, guys, you need to know more about graphic designing and dig in deeper to those things that you need to know more, especially the current trendings that we have. Okay, next is we have here customer service. I think this is popular to those who have experience in the call center industry or in the BPO. So customer service is providing services, answers to their inquiries, resolutions to their issues, whatever it is, whether it's technical, financial, or anything that would help your customer. And you do the service in a form of many things like email, text, and the most popular service is through phone calls. Okay. Next is appointment setting. This is also similar with customer service, but the main priority when it comes to customer service is for you to actually provide a resolution. But when it comes to appointment setting, your goal for every call is to make sure that a prospect or another client will invest or will join the business of your client as well. So that's your goal. It's for you to appoint them or by the end of the call to schedule a meeting for them. In that case, that means that they're interested with the business that you're offering, and it means increased revenue for your client as well. Okay, next is what we call email management. So from the word itself, email. So basically, your job is to provide services in terms of organizing your client's email. You have to organize it, whether the priority, you have to organize it, creating folders or file and archiving emails that you think would be important in the future, but for the meantime, it's necessary for you to remove it from the list. Also, you can remove spam and clear the junk. So that's one of the responsibilities of a virtual assistant. Also, we have here calendar management. This is also one of the most popular responsibilities of a VA because it's one of your responsibilities to make sure that you are familiar of your client's calendar, whether they have a meeting this week, they do have something to do this point of hour, they have something to do tomorrow, or they have an upcoming leave, or let's say a vacation by the next couple of months. Okay. So again, guys, if you think that you're not familiar with any of these positions, then I think it's time for you to take advantage of our internet. It's a free and you can access the internet anytime. So I think that's a great opportunity for you to learn and another way for you to increase your skills as well. All right, so what are the skills and tools for success? So of course, to be a virtual assistant, that means that you need a mix of soft skills. What are the soft skills, guys? Can you give me examples of soft skills? Okay, and if you need some assistance, please use our chat box section, guys, okay? Or if you have questions, use our Q&A section. Okay, communication, leadership, those are examples of soft skills. Technical skills is also one of the most important aspect of being a virtual assistant because as a person who's working remotely and as a VA that's working just using your computers and equipment, then I think it's one of the things that you need to learn how to troubleshoot on your own. Mastery of various tools, that means that you're familiar in handling, using, and familiarizing yourself with the interface of the tools and the applications needed. Reliability, creativity, yes, those are examples of soft skills. So these are important to streamline tasks and improve your productivity. So first of the skills is communication skills. This is the most important because it's very common that your clients would be in a different country. They are a different nationality, and there might be some issues when it comes to communication, and that's important for you to learn because you'll be speaking with them most of the time. So you'll be communicating with them. It's very important for you to learn how to do this, because it's how you'll communicate with them. It's how you let them know if they need something, if they have comments or suggestions with whatever you're working with. It's also important because you need communication skills when it comes to interviews or presenting yourself, presenting your presentation, or letting them know what are your goals or what are your expectations as a VA. So having communication means that you are clear, you're very concise. Concise means that you answer short, but the substance is there. And professional communication style, do not use words that they're not familiar with, and make sure that you maintain professional bond or communication with you and your clients, so that you can establish this kind of rapport that is crucial. It's very crucial, guys, because some of the VAs might have a difficulty when it comes to communicating with their clients. So it's important for you to know how to communicate with them, even in the most basic way. Okay, next skills is time management. I think this is also important, and time management is not really necessary with just being a VA, but time management is for everyone. Whether you're a student, whether you're a mom, whether you're a parent, whether you're working anywhere or any field, you need time management. So time management is important. It's the ability for you to prioritize tasks and meet the deadlines. So time management includes working on those things that you can finish first, and then proceeding those things that are difficult. But sometimes it also varies, because there are some VAs who likes to work or to work on the most difficult first, so that they can finish it first, and then they'll proceed to the most easiest ones. And also time management means multitasking without compromising on quality, because sometimes, guys, if you don't know how to multitask, it would require a very long time frame for you to finish a specific task, and then there's more pending task after that. So multitasking means doing multiple things at the same time, but you maintain the quality or the output of your projects. Next is also organizational skills. So this is perfect if your task and responsibilities includes email management, calendar management, social media management. So organizational skills means that you, from the word itself, organize everything. Make sure that, for example, if you're doing data entry, make sure that everything is alphabetical. Make sure that you can locate specific files easier. Okay, make sure that it would really help your client to locate things, and it's easier for them to organize, to sort out things, and for them to check updates in a very easy way. So it's also a responsibility of yours to keep tasks, files, and appointments in order. When it comes to date, make sure that it's year by year. When it comes to demographics, make sure that the dates are correct. The what do you call this? The names are alphabetical. Okay, so like that. Guys, are you following, guys? Let me know, okay? Okay, all clear. Thank you so much. Just give me one moment here to next slide. Okay. Next is tech savviness. So this is important, guys, because again, you are what do you call this? You are using computers, you are using equipments. So it's important for you to be tech savvy. So tech savvy means that you know how to handle these kinds of tools, applications, what else? Websites, software. So Being tech savvy is important because at the same time, you need to know how to troubleshoot if in case something happens. So tech savvy is also another way for you to be updated whenever there's a new update. So guys, technology is so very, very vast, but at the same time, it's also dangerous. So it's also important for you to make sure that you know how to adapt very quickly. Okay, so let me ask you guys, with all the participants that we have tonight here in our Zoom and also through Facebook Live, is there a particular software, or let's say an app, that you would like to learn? Let's say for the next couple of, I think, weeks or days is very fast, because I know every one of us is also busy with work in our daily lives. But let's say, is there a particular application, software, or anything that involves technology that you would like to learn before 2024 ends? For me, honestly, I would really love to learn Adobe Premiere Pro. That's for me, guys. How about you? SEO. Okay, good. Lightroom. Yes, Lightroom. You know how to edit photos. That's one thing that I would like to learn before 2024 ends. Hopefully, guys, hopefully. Learn about graphic designing tools and WordPress. Yes, graphic designing, Canva, also Adobe Photoshop. You can use it for graphic designing. Click up Canva, CapCut, Figma, still learning. So I've been using CapCut, especially I think CapCut and TikTok is in a form of a partnership. I don't know what it's called, but I think they're in a collab, because whenever you edit in TikTok, it would route you to the interface of CapCut. Formulas in Excel and Adobe, Canva, same graphic design and bookkeeper tools. So that's good, guys. At least you have something to look forward to, and you have the specific skill that you would like to learn in a couple of months. So guys, hopefully all of us can learn these things that we would like to learn by the end of 2024. Okay. Now, let's proceed to self-discipline. So self-discipline is very important, guys, because again, you're working from home. What does that mean, guys? That means that you're working alone. Okay? You're working alone. There's no supervisors, managers, or any team leader who's basically with you on that specific day. Okay, I'm seeing comments on Facebook ads, CRM tools, Adobe Photoshop, and SEO. So thank you so much, guys, for those who are commenting and watching through our Facebook Live. You're the best, guys. Kindly share this and also mention some of your friends who would like to enter the virtual assistance industry. Anyways, going back, so self-discipline, guys, involves, of course, it also relates to time management, because make sure that you know how to manage everything and separate housework from work. So make sure that you have self-discipline. Avoid putting anything that's liquid on your workstation, because that would affect your equipment. Okay, so also self-discipline is motivating yourself, your own, because there's no one who's gonna motivate you but only on your own, because you're alone basically. So unlike working in a corporate office, one step away, one call away, we do have our supervisors, managers, and team leads all across the operations room. But as a virtual assistant, you're going to be working alone. So that means that you need to control yourself, and you need to make sure that you motivate and organize yourself as well. Okay? So we'll proceed to the communication tools that we have. So we have your Slack, Zoom, Google Meet, and Skype. Again, guys, we're doing an activity. If you're not familiar with a specific application, kindly react a thumbs up. And if you're familiar, please do react a heart. If you're going to be reacting a thumbs up, then that means that you need to know more about that specific application for the rest of this week. And if you reacted a heart, then that means you need to know something new about that specific platform. Okay, let's go ahead and start. This is for both the viewers that we have here in Zoom and on Facebook. Guys, are you familiar with Slack, guys? Slack, I've used Slack before when I was in the BPO industry. Okay, I'm seeing several hearts and thumbs up. So guys, you know what to do for the rest of the week. How about Zoom? So I'm expecting that I'll be receiving hearts because obviously you're here in Zoom. All of you are here in Zoom. How about Google Meet? I think Google Meet became really, really famous and relevant during COVID because during COVID, some of the students are doing online classes. So that means majority use Google Meet. How about Skype, guys? You know Skype. Okay, I'm seeing hearts. Yes. Okay. How about in Facebook? Let me check. Okay. So, again, guys, if you don't know the application, kindly learn it this week. But if you're familiar, kindly learn something new that you don't know this week. Okay, let's proceed to project management. Anyone here is familiar with Trello? Oh, wow. May Salazar on Facebook, Google Meet, Zoom, and Skype. I use this for virtual meeting. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for your reactions. How about Asana or Asana? Anyone who's familiar with Asana? Majority I'm seeing thumbs up. I'm also not familiar with this Asana, but I tried to research about it, so I'm learning the interface of it. And lastly, ClickUp. I would react heart because that's what we use. That's what I personally use. I love ClickUp. It's very easy to use and you get to organize stuff very quickly. Okay. Asana, yes. Angge, and Marian and Anna used Trello before. Okay, good for you guys. Let's proceed to file management. Anyone here who is familiar with Google Workspace like Docs, Sheets, or Drive? Okay, I'm seeing majority of hearts. Very good, guys. How about Dropbox? Anyone who's familiar with Dropbox? Okay, I'm seeing many hearts. Ana Garcia, me po. Okay. And lastly, okay, I think I forgot the name. This is Evernote, guys. Evernote. I would react thumbs up as well because I'm also not familiar with it. So I have to learn it this week. Okay, guys, thank you so much. So let us now proceed to the work and life balance. What does it mean when we say work and life balance? Guys, you can define this in your own words. Work and life balance is on the word itself. Basically, you have to experience and manage and organize work and life at the same time. It's not majority or 90% work and then you get to live 10% of your life. And it's also not the same that you get to experience 10% work and then you're just YOLO for the rest of the 90%. So that's not how it works, guys. We have to make sure that it's 50-50. But when we do separately, we receive 100% of effort from us. Okay? So that means that you work 50% and then you experience life 50% as well. But when you focus on your work, you give 100% of your time and your dedication and also your commitment. And it's also the same when you're experiencing life. Make sure that you enjoy every most of it. Sure. Can you go back, please? Abigail, sorry, what specific slide, dear? Done. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Guys, feel free to screenshot the slides if you need this in the future, okay? Okay, let's first start with flexible schedule, okay? Work and life balance, which means it's flexible schedule. Although most of the time, we are not given the freedom to fix or to choose a fixed or a flexible schedule. But at least, you know, what's important is that the specific schedule works for you. Okay, it doesn't really affect your lifestyle and it also doesn't affect your time with yourself. So also one of the things is that as a virtual assistant, we experience work and life balance by having no commuting or by basically just staying at home. Okay, that is work and life balance because you're just working at home, but still you can watch your kids growing up. You can home cook meals. You can prepare everything at home. You can DIY everything, and basically you don't need to stress yourself with the toxic environment with whatever company or with whatever industry you would like to enter. Not most of the time that everything is toxic, but it's just nice to work at home and you're just working alone with your family. But again, guys, that would still vary from person to person, because there are people who would like to work with people, but there are also people who would like to work alone or would like to work at home. Glizzy, yes, I've worked for 14 years via commuting for 4 hours a day, guys. Imagine 4 hours a day. Can you imagine that? Because that 4 hours a day, you can actually spend that time sleeping, okay? And just spending your time eating or enjoying a cup of coffee at home. 4 hours, OMG. Yes, same. OMG. Okay. 4 hours is not a basic time frame. 4 hours, you can do a lot of things with 4 hours. And sometimes it would only consist of just commuting. So it's also very tiring. Next is comfortable working space. Yes, you can organize, you can upgrade, you can customize your working space, you can put pictures of your family, you can buy equipment that's gonna be important and useful for your performance. You know, you can install anything that you want, as long as at the end of the day you can still finish with whatever tasks you're required to do. Save money. Yes, you can save money because you don't need to worry about the fare with commuting. And also you can save because you would have less eat outs. Sometimes I do get those people because they don't like they call this, they would like to treat themselves. So they really like to go and eat outside. And again, guys, there's nothing wrong with it. But if you're at home, you can prepare home cooked meals, mga lutong ulam in Tagalog. You can cook not only just for you but also for your family. That's why you can save money with that, because when you cook, let's say, a meal, you can eat that for dinner and also for lunch at the same time. So you don't need to worry about preparing a separate lunch box for work, because you can just eat at home and you can eat anytime, guys. You can even snack while working. Yes, that's true. Very tempting to spend money before going home. Yes, coffee, iced coffee, McDonald's, Jollibee, or whatever. And guys, I'm not really putting a negative effect on it, but I can also relate to it. And it's very magastos if you're working in the office. You get to really spend a lot of money, because that also includes peer pressure from your workmates. Of course, not every time you can say no, and because deep inside you also want it. So I think it's also an important way to save money, and we do that by just staying at home. Next is also work anywhere. That means that you're not really permanently at home, but you can work anywhere. You can work while on vacation. You can work on a beach. You can work in province, as long as there's suitable and stable internet connection and electricity, then you're all good to go. And lastly, you can spend more time with family. Okay, you can just be with your kids while working, especially if you're working in a non-voice position. You won't really need to worry about hearing background noises or whatsoever. You can just spend at home. You can spend time at home. You can just work in a specific location or space in your house, and then you can just see your kids. You can see your family, and I think that's the most sweetest thing that you can um give for yourself, guys, to feel that kind of happiness and comfort that you're working at home. Okay, guys, are we all good to go? That's all for work and life balance. Also, you have to give yourself a break, guys. So by giving yourself a break, that means that you can rest your mind, rest your physical body from the work and from the stress. That is true. What you're seeing on the screen is correct. No one's perfect, and all of us also experience exhaustion, and it's also tiring, guys, admit it or not. But the only goal that we have is just to basically earn money, because that's what we need. But of course, allow yourself to be a human, not a robot, and just do the best that you can, as long as it doesn't really exhaust you or drain you. Next is also staying active. By staying active, that means regular exercise. If you don't really have time, at least spend one day from a week to do exercises just by walking in a park. That's what I do every Saturdays, or let's say every Monday, because I do have a sleep by Saturday night. So every Monday, I just walk with my kids in a park, and then that's it. At least you're able to move your body, and at the same time can also spend time with your family. So exercises reduces and cures depression and anxiety, which means that it enables people to be better cope and to be motivated once they go back to work. It can also boost your immune system, which means that you don't get sick very easily and keep you out of the doctor office. Okay, so that means that it's not only the apple that keeps you from a doctor's office, but also regular exercise. Okay, let us proceed to the next. Rest and relaxation is also important. This is different from taking a break and doing an exercise. Rest and relaxation, which means that just spend at least one day from your week that you're not gonna be doing anything. Okay, you're just gonna be staying at home, lie down all you want, watch the Netflix that you want, eat whatever you want, just relax. Okay, deep breathing, meditation, exercises, and yoga to stretch those muscles and to keep you going. Creating a more balanced lifestyle, and make sure that you find it or squeeze it in your time or in your schedule to rest. Okay? Get help and support. I think this is not really emphasized when it comes to the career or professional world. Sometimes getting help or support is that you feel weak, you feel vulnerable, which is not a good sign, guys, because getting help and support means that you are not perfect, and that only means that you need help, which most of us do. We all need help. So basically, just chatting and speaking or talking with your friends and family really it really improves a lot, because you get to rant, share anything with them, and I think it just helps you to forget the things you're doing at work, and it improves your health just by talking to someone. Okay, getting help and getting support, not only with your friends and family, but also getting help with your workmates, guys. Okay, if you think that your task and responsibilities is too much, then it doesn't hurt for you to ask help from your workmates. Okay, like for example, hey, I just need help, I'm bombarded with a lot of emails. Is there any time in your schedule that you can squeeze in for me to help me reply to these kinds of emails? So a simple help would really mean a lot, because it it just helps you. Okay, it helps you a lot. Okay. Okay, next is how to stay updated as a virtual assistant. So again, guys, as we all know that the technology right now is fast approaching. So continuous learning is important. Okay, never stop learning, never stop researching and reading books. Online courses and webinars or workshops like this is also important to just refresh your mind with the things that you need to become a virtual assistant. Also, regular research, creating time or spending time for you to just read, basically just read news, blogs, and newsletters is also crucial to stay updated and to stay informed. Feedback and collaboration is also important, which means that you do this with your workmates, with your bosses. You can ask for feedbacks, you can ask them for any suggestions or comments with whatever your output is, so that they know what or in what area they would be helpful for you. Okay. Okay. Next is the application process here in Virtudesk, which we would like to share. But before that, guys, just let me know if I'm going too fast. Do you have any questions, guys? Let me know. Okay, if you don't have any questions, let's go ahead and proceed. So first is the portal registration, which means that you are going to visit the website, and that's where you are going to register. Next is then you're good, all good, not too fast. Okay, thank you so much, guys. So initial interview. After your portal registration, you just have to wait for an email, which means that they are going to endorse you to your initial interview. At the same time, while waiting for the initial interview, you can simultaneously do your live system checks and examination. Examination includes typing test, which is 40 words per minute. Next is the English proficiency exam to test your English communication skills, both written, verbal, and written and verbal. Okay. And next is personality test, IQ, and cognitive exam. Okay. Next is final interview. So final interview is only for the positions ISA and EVA. Okay, if you have questions, guys. Yes, I'm sorry if I weren't able to pronounce it, but yeah, sure. On Facebook. If you have questions, just please type it in the comment section, okay? We'll reply to it. Thank you. Yes, so if you're very anxious when it comes to final interview, then you can go ahead and apply to our GVA position, which I'm going to tackle later on. So for the final interview, that is only for ISA and EVA. After your final interview, you'll go straight to background screening, which is also simultaneous while waiting for your final interview. Next is also simultaneously to submit your requirements like NBI clearances, your bank, and what else? IDs or valid IDs, pictures, and whatsoever. After that, you'll go straight to new hire orientation, training, and then lastly, you'll have unlimited client interviews after. Okay, so we'll be discussing the three positions that we have. We have the GVA position, ISA, and EVA. So for those who are questioning this kind of position, kindly visit myvirtudesk.ph/jobs. Okay, what is ISA? Jose Marie. Okay, we'll tackle this in a bit. Okay, just kindly wait. And also EVA, not a problem. IQ and cognitive exam, it's just basically reviewing what you've learned when you were still studying. And also cognitive, how are you as a person? Or how do you deal with certain situations? Or how are you as an employee or as a workmate? Okay. Okay. If I answered it correctly, or if you think I answered it, guys, okay, let me know, okay? I'll be waiting for the comments. Thank you. So guys, let's proceed to the three positions here at Virtudesk. We have GVA position, which is a non-voice position, ISA, which is a voice position, and EVA, which is a blended position, both non-voice and voice position. So first, let's discuss general virtual assistant. This is $3 per hour, 7 days. But sometimes we get to finish these kinds of trainings within 5 days. Allowance would be $70. And this is a night shift position, full-time. All of the positions is full-time, 40 hours per week, 8 hours per day. So the task includes would be admin, task, data entry, email management, social media management, blog writing, and marketing collaterals. Okay? Guys, you can go ahead and screenshot this like we're doing online selling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just for your reference in the future. Okay, go, 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 guys. I came in late. We offer day shift position. Hi, Brian, in Facebook. We don't offer day shift positions for the meantime. All of our positions are in full-time in graveyard shift. Our clients are located in the US, so we're really expected to adapt and to adjust to their time zones. Thank you. Night shift starts what time? That depends, Aliza, because we don't have a really guaranteed schedule. The schedule or the specific time frame of your work depends on your client, but it's sure and it's guaranteed that it's graveyard. You mentioned typing test. Do I need to pass it? Yes, and it's just very easy because it's just the normal and the regular speed on how we type using our keyboard. So it's 40 words per minute. Yes, you need to pass it, guys, especially if you're applying for the GVA position. Yes, GVA is non-voice. If you're applying for the GVA, you're mostly going to type. So we need someone who can type really, really fast to answer queries and questions. And that's the reason why we have typing tests. Okay, let's proceed to the ISA position. This is a voice position, which means that this is perfect for those who have experiences in the BPO industry. So this is also for 5 to 7 days. The training allowance is $80, and this is $4 per hour. The example task and responsibilities would be outbound cold calling, appointment setting, lead generation, concierge services, database management, or anything that includes customer service. Okay, you can screenshot this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you so much, guys. We'll proceed to the next and the last position that we have, which is EVA. This is a blended position, which means the task and responsibilities is a mix, voice and non-voice task. This is $5 per hour, and the training days would be 10 days with $90 allowance. So all the tasks and responsibilities I've mentioned before is also equivalent to EVA, but it's selected with whatever the task and responsibilities your clients needs. Okay. This is the application process, which we already discussed earlier. These are the perks: training with allowance, VA support groups, mentorship, client incentives or client interviews, HMO, paid sick leaves, vacation leaves, permanent work from home, yearly salary increase, which depends on your performance, performance-based bonus, which depends on your clients, bi-weekly payout, no part-time position. This is not a call center. We have blended position, permanent work from home, free training, graveyard shift, 8 hours per day, 40 hours a week full time. And of course, English fluency is a must. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, guys, for your time. That is all for tonight. I would like to acknowledge the 77 viewers that we have on Facebook and also the 23 participants that we have here on Zoom. We thank you so much for your time and for your dedication and also your commitment in joining these kinds of free webinars offered by Virtudesk. As a form of a thank you, guys, we would really appreciate it if you would visit and also follow the social media platforms that we have online. That includes our TikTok, which I am currently personally handling in behalf of Virtudesk. So kindly visit our TikTok, and if you want to continue these kinds of conversations, then you can message us on TikTok. We also have our Facebook page, which posts daily VA who receives their clients. Jobs of Virtudesk, which is our Instagram page, which we post reels, inspiring and motivational quotes. If you need some assistance when it comes to interviews, especially mock call interviews, examples of tips and guides on how to be better in English, client interviews, and just the SDEs that we have from our previous free travels, you can locate and watch it through our YouTube channel. We also have our LinkedIn, guys. If you need or if you are in need of a virtual assistant free manual, we have it available on our LinkedIn account. So kindly visit that and take advantage of it. Utilize it, guys, because you'll need it in your virtual assistant journey. And for those who are asking should they apply or how to apply, kindly visit this website, myvirtudesk.ph, and just click apply now for you to submit your resume. I want to enhance my communication skills, especially in English. Adam, I think joining these kinds of free webinars would really help you. But at the same time, it would really help you a lot if you practice in front of a mirror, watch videos in English, watch movies in English, okay? Create, what do you call this? Flashcards with the words that you're not familiar with, and just really speak and gain that confidence, because that's where you'll mostly learn by experience. Thank you. You're welcome. Is there night different Oh, okay. Is there a night differential rate aside from per hour? Hello, VA Angel. We don't have that specifically, but what we can make sure is that you'll really receive your salary in full, and basically it's not going to be very tiring compared to the BPO, because you'll have time for yourself as well to just basically do anything you want. We also have break schedules, not unlike in the BPO that even with 1 minute another phone call comes in, and basically the 8 hours is that you're bombarded with several tasks. But being a VA is very different. I have a background experience as a CSR only. May I know what are qualifications? Customer service representative, it's perfect for the position ISA NAMI. So if you have 6 months and above experience, kindly visit our website for you to apply. What is your internet speed and device specification requirements? Michaela, as much as I want to explain everything, I couldn't, but you can visit our website. But to give you a brief information about that, internet speed required would be 10 Mbps and above. Device specifications for Windows would be i5 and above or Ryzen 5 and above. And for Mac, or for those who are using Apple products, they call this High Sierra up to Monterey. We'll be ending this live stream in 10:20. Our next webinar is scheduled on the 30th. So basically, guys, you still have 2 weeks to wait for our next webinar. And it's going to be exciting, guys, because hopefully in our next webinar, we do have another guest that will help us. And we'll be hearing for another guest. Or I'll be with someone to discuss our webinar for the next 2 weeks. So I think, guys, we're all good. So kindly support us, guys. And it's not really supporting the business, but also supporting our vision in helping those aspiring virtual assistants, especially for single moms or single parents, single dads who really wants to work at home so that they can spend more time with their kids. Guys, we need this. They need this. So kindly support us, guys. And it's gonna be a real thank you by following our social media platforms and just sharing the contents that we have so that we can really expand the business and we can really help a lot of people. Okay, again, guys, we do have a special guest by next webinar, and this is a very, very exciting webinar because we'll get to hear more information and more knowledge from different people as well. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I really do hope that you enjoy the rest of your week, especially the weekend. So, guys, always remember that your Saturday is Sunday is for you and for your family. So, we'll see you guys by this coming Friday for our next TikTok live. And for those who weren't able to watch this, kindly wait for our they call this announcement through Facebook because we will have a webinar replay by next Friday. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for participating with us. Okay. So if there's anything that we can help you with, kindly visit us through our social media platforms. So happy Friday, guys, and thank you so much, guys.